Hi class. So many of you have a problem with the packets we came out in class today. So I'm gonna do this video for you to show you how to do the 4 problems on the package. All right, so let's start screen sharing. Share. All right, here we go. So here's the first. Now let me open up the spreadsheet because it's easier. Well, I know the test you cannot use the spreadsheet, but it's easier to show the problem on the spreadsheet. It's also more convenient. Okay. All right, so for this problem, we have the tax bracket. So this is table 1. And then we have 4 people over here, each have different income. And then first, we need to fill out this table section for the tax amount. Now, for the tax amount, we're going to take each person's income to go through each tax bracket. So for the first person, John, now John, his income is 52,700, which means it's somewhere in between the 27,000 and 65,000. So for his income, part of the first 27,000 gonna pay the 15% tax rate. So for John, the first 27,000 would pay the you know what, let me do this. So first we call this first part. Sure, let's call first part. Okay, so the first part of income for the first, here it is. It's the first up to 27,050. So for the first 27,050, he will pay a 15%, so 27,050. He will pay the 15% tax rate. That's the first bracket. And then next, from 27,050 to 65,550. Now for this part, we're gonna take his income from 52,700 to 27,750. So this will be the 52,700 minus the 27,050. And then this part of income will pay a 15% tax rate. There we go. So for John, his total tax will be the first part over here plus second part. Wait, did I make a mistake over here? Oh yes, it is. It's not 15%, 27.5%. So 27.5%. So the answer is 11,111.25. So that's how much tax he pays. This is the tax amount. And next is his average tax rate. So it's smaller, so you can fit on one screen. Now for the average tax rate, this would just be equal to his tax divided by the income, which is 52,700. And let's do that as a percentage. Percentage for myself. There, so the answer is 21.08%. Okay, so that's for John, and then for Todd, again for up to 27,050, again he will pay the same 27,050 times the 15% tax rate. And then next, no, John's income is 132,000, so that's over 65,000. So for the next bracket, we take the entire bracket, which is 65,50 minus the 27,050 times the 27.5%. The second bracket. Now for the first bracket, for the third bracket, God, I wish I had more space over here. So from 65,550 to 136,750. That's the third bracket over here. Okay. For this part, we're gonna take our income, which is 132,500, minus the lower bracket, which is the 65,50, times the 30.5%. Oh, that looks like a lot of money there, right? That is probably right. All right, so the tax amount for his tax amount, add up all three numbers. This plus this plus this. That's the tax amount, and an average tax rate 35,000 divided by his income 132,500. So roughly about 26%. There we go. Okay, so this next, that's Todd. And then for next person, we have Glenn. So Glenn, his income 237,000. So again, we take the entire first bracket. So just same number, 4057. Also entire second bracket, because it goes through that now. And then for the third bracket, do we go through that? Yeah, because it's his income 237,000. And the third bracket is only up to 136,000. So also went through that. So let's do that. So equal to 136,750 minus the 65,550 times, which we have 30.5%. All right, and then the next bracket, which is from 136,750 to 237,000, but not to what? To 297,000. 297,350. That's from the fourth bracket over here. Okay. All right, so again, his income doesn't go that high, so his income is only 37,000. So 237,000 is 136,750, and times the 35.5%. Oh, we forgot equal sign. And then the total tax amount is everything all together. So this one plus this plus this. We have one more. All right, so that's his total tax amount, and then average tax rate. Average tax rate, use his tax amount divided by his income, 237,000, and give me percentage. All right, so that's the answer. Okay, so last one, last person, Jake. Again, his income 215,000, so that's a lot of money. So it goes through the first bracket, goes through the second bracket, goes through the third bracket, goes through the fourth bracket, actually go all the way to the fifth bracket. So the first bracket, we have the entire amount, so 4057. Second bracket, entire amount, 10,587. Third bracket, entire amount, 21,716. And then the fourth bracket, we also take the entire amount. So we're going to use the 297,350 minus 136,750, and then times 35.5%. So 57,013. All right, and then last one, our last bracket. So over 297,350, anything over that. So I'm going to use his income 315 250 minus 297, 350, and times the 39.1%, which is that much money. All right. So the tax amount goes to everything before. And then the average tax rate is tax divided by his income, 315,250. And that is our answer. All right, so that's how to do the first problem. Now let's look at the second problem. Let me maximize it. All right, so again, we have a tax bracket here, and then if what did you do? All right, if else taxable income is 165,000, how much is his tax liability? Now, when it's asking for tax liability, it's just asking for how much is his tax. So again, we do the same thing we did before. So it goes through all the bracket level. Let me work on a different spreadsheet. Shoot. Okay, so the income is 165,000. So we're gonna go through this bracket. Gonna go through this bracket here, goes through this bracket, goes through this bracket. We're gonna stop at this bracket right here. All right, so for the first bracket, for $15,000, times the rate of 8%. That's the first bracket. And then for the second bracket, we're gonna take the $35,000 minus the 15,000 and times a 16% rate. And then for the third bracket, there will be a 75,000 minus the 35,000, and then there will be a 24% rate. And for the next one, it's gonna be 145,000, 75,000, and this will be a 34% rate. And last one, the one we stop at. So we're not gonna go all the way to 330. We're gonna go to 165. So 165,000 minus 145,000 times a 36% rate. All right, and then add up everything all together. That's the tax liability. Okay, so for the first answer, it's gonna be 45,000. And then the average tax rate. So for average tax rate, we're gonna take our tax, the 45,000, divided by our income, which is 165,000. The average tax rate is about 27%. 27%. All right. And then next, what is the marginal tax rate? Now, for marginal tax rate, you just go through the table over here. So wherever the bracket stops at, that's your marginal tax rate. So for this income, the 165,000, we're stopping at this point over here. So the marginal tax rate just 36%. Okay. All right. Next, we'll do the same thing for Peggy. Peggy makes 43,000. So we do the same calculation. So for 43,000, we'll go through the first bracket, go through second bracket, stop at third bracket. All right. So for 43,000, so the first 15,000, we pay a 8% rate. And from 35,000 to 15,000, we pay a 16% rate. And next, now we're not going to 75,000 anymore because the income is only 43,000. So 43,000 is 35,000. We pay a 24% rate. All right, and then total together. So that's how much tax you pay. So 6320, and then her average tax rate. Take your 6320 divided by her income of $43,000. So that's a 14.70%. All right, so that's the answer for part E. And then part F, what is her marginal tax rate? So marginal tax rate, we'll stop at this point here. So our marginal tax rate is going to be 24%. Okay. We got more. All right, one more. But income 78,000. Okay, let's do another person. So repetitive. All right, so for 78,000, we go through first bracket, second bracket, third bracket, stop at fourth bracket here. So first bracket will be the same thing like before, so 1,200. Second bracket will be the same as before, 3,200. Third bracket is going to be 9,600. And then for the fourth bracket, we're going to take, how much was it? 85,000? 70,000. So 78,000 minus 75,000 times the 34%. That's the tax rate, or that's tax amount, and then equal to the total tax amount. Everything all together. 15,020 is how much tax you pay. And then for the average tax, use this number divided by our income, 78,000, 19.25%. So 19.26% is our average tax rate. And then for the marginal tax rate, since we stop at the fourth bracket, the marginal tax rate will be just this number over here. So it's just 34% is our marginal tax rate. All right, so that's number 2 and number 3. Okay, so for number 3, we have this table here. So labor output, marginal product, and then variable cost, and then fixed cost. Now, before we answer the questions, let's complete the table first. Now, everything else is figured out, only except some of the output and the marginal product. The relationship between the output and marginal product is that the marginal product equals to the change in output over change in labor. You can also think this the difference between each level of output, that's your marginal product. So for the first marginal product, this one over here, this will be the difference between the 250 and 100. So that's 150. And for the next one, the difference between 250 and 350. So the difference is 100. How come I cannot see anything? 100. All right. And so next one, we don't have the output, but we have the number above it, and it's marginal product. So take your output plus marginal product. That's the answer over here. So that will be 400. Same concept over here. So 400 plus 25, that'll be 425. Last one, the difference between 425 and 430 is just 5 units. All right, so table complete, and let's answer the questions. So first, what is the marginal product of the second worker? This is the answer over here. So 100. Oh, my pen didn't work. 150. All right. And then what's the total output of 5 workers? So this is the total output. So total output 425. And then what's the marginal product of the 6th worker, which is this number over here, which is 6 or 5. What's the average total cost of producing 425 units? So we need to find our total cost. Now, so we need one more column. Now the total cost is equal to your variable cost plus your fixed cost. Okay, so total cost for the first one will be $5. Second one will be $10, and this is 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. All right, so the average total cost of 425 unit. So 425 is 5 product, we cost total 30. So 30, that is very cheap. So so 30 divided by 425. What is that? 30 divided by 425. So 0.07. Okay. And then next, the average variable cost of 400 unit. So 400 unit average variable cost 20. So it will be 20 divided by 400. And then last one was the average fixed cost of 430. So that'll be 5. That's your total fixed cost divided by quantity of 430. That's the answer. Okay. All right. Last question. So Ziva is an organic lettuce farmer, but she also spent part of her day as a professional organizing consultant. As a consultant, Ziva helps people organize their homes or their houses. Due to the popularity of her home organization service, Farmer Ziva has more clients requesting her service than she has time to help if she maintain her farming business. Farmer Ziva charges $25 per hour for her home organization service. On a spring day, Ziva spent 10 hours in her field planting $130 worth of seed on her farm. She expected the seed she planted would yield $300 worth of lettuce. All right. So first thing, what is the opportunity cost of the day that farmer Ziva spent in the planting lettuce? So she spent how many hours? We said 10 hours, and then every hour she could charge $25 for her service for organizing homes. So opportunity cost will be the 10 hours times 25. So that will be $250 for opportunity cost. And then an economist will calculate Ziva's total cost of farming equal to how much. So the total cost is how much cost you pay for the seed plus how much your opportunity cost is. So seed costs 130, opportunity cost costs 250. So the total cost would be 380. And then next, Ziva's accountant will calculate her total cost of farming to equal to what. So for accountants, they don't care about your opportunity cost. Accountant only care about how much you actually pay for the cost, which means you only pay 130 in cash for the seed. So 130 is your accounting cost. And then next, what's your accounting profit? So accounting profit is your revenue minus your accounting cost. So or implicit cost. I'm sorry, explicit cost. So it will be the 300 minus 130. So there will be $170 profit. And an economic profit, that's your revenue minus your implicit cost, which is your explicit cost plus your opportunity cost. So that will be 300 minus the 380, the total cost over here. Okay, so this will be a minus $80. So for her economic profit, she's actually losing money. All right, so guys, that's how you do this 4 problem over here. If anybody have any problems or any question, feel free to let me know. And then again, the best way to contact me, just send me an email and I'll answer them as soon as possible. All right, guys, good luck, and I'll see you in class.